Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm Otto Bonahoom, and I'm especially proud to introduce Zach Bonahoom, my grandson. Zach has always shown a remarkable maturity well beyond his years. For example, at the age of 13, he convinced my son Joe to loan him $3,400 to buy the equipment he needed to become a DJ, and then repaid the loan in full within a year while still making a profit from his hard work. By the time he was a senior in high school, he was making more money than I made my first year practicing law. After graduating from Bishop Gwenger High School, where he was elected president of the student council, he continued his DJ business, passed the real estate salesman exam, secured an investor, formed a limited liability company, purchased, rented, and managed a residence, and he continues now to manage several properties. Zach, at the same time, became very aware of the operation of the city of Fort Wayne by interning for a year with Molly McRae, Legislative Affairs Administrator for the City Council, and attending most City Council meetings. Last year, he accepted employment as a DJ on Holland America cruise ships, and for 9 months traveled to Hawaii, Mexico, Alaska, San Diego, Seattle, and Vancouver, British Columbia. As a DJ with Holland America, he lived, worked, and interacted with the ship's staff from 50 different cultures and religions, while at the same time serving thousands of passengers in his position as DJ and assistant cruise director. He was a volunteer assistant for Senator Richard Lugar's office for a year, has been actively involved in aiding longtime City Council member Don Schmidt, and assisted in the campaign of Mike Obergefell for state representative. Zach is a hardworking idealist who resolves problems with common sense and practical solutions. He studies the situation, seeks advice from those with experience in the field, weighs the pros and cons of action, works enthusiastically but carefully, makes decision, and then tries diligently to accomplish the goal of that decision. Zach's honesty, integrity, character, and really great love of the city of Fort Wayne make him an ideal candidate of the Republican Party. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Zach Bonahoom.
I want to thank my grandpa for that announcement, and I want to thank all of you for being here today. Building momentum at the beginning of a campaign is very important, and I'm honored and grateful that you're all here today. Over the last few months, I've studied the political climate in the country and in the city of Fort Wayne. During this time, I sought the opinions of many former officials, current elected officials, and personal mentors. After hearing their opinions and gathering evidence, I have concluded that in the city of Fort Wayne, there is one elected office in particular that is in need of a drastic change. So after much deliberation, today, I'm pleased to announce my candidacy for the office of City Clerk. The last Republican City Clerk in Fort Wayne held office 40 years ago. Since then, the office has been held by Democrats. That last Republican City Clerk, who was elected in 1967, was Otto Bonahoom, my great uncle. At the end of her term, Democrat Sandy Kennedy will have been city clerk for 28 years. Now, during that 28 years, tremendous changes have taken place in technology, government, and society in general. While other city governments, such as Muncie, Evansville, and Huntington, along with their clerks, have stayed current with the times, Fort Wayne's clerk's office has seemingly made little effort to adapt. Ms. Kennedy has a long and justified career serving the city of Fort Wayne, and we should be grateful for such a loyal official. However, times and technology have changed, and Ms. Kennedy's once efficient clerk's office has ignored or simply not taken advantage of these new technologies. Upon studying clerk's offices around the state and around the country, it is apparent that a stronger internet presence is necessary in Fort Wayne. A functional digital platform for the clerk's office can increase efficiency, save taxpayer dollars, and in many cases, save them an unwanted trip downtown. Some of these additions to the clerk's website would include live streaming council meetings, adequate and easily accessible public information and documents, easily searchable minutes, a frequently asked questions section, and other online services already offered in cities and towns of all sizes throughout the state. Now, John McGauley, the Allen County Recorder, has done a fantastic job providing similar services on the Recorder's website. These things are standard, as I said, in cities and towns of all sizes across the state and across the country. After reviewing the city budget, I am confident that measures such as these can save the taxpayers thousands of dollars every year. This past October, a council member proposed a substantial cut to Ms. Kennedy's budget. Ms. Kennedy justified the funds, saying that the clerk's office receives over 40 walk-ins and over 100 phone calls each day. The best part about a strong and effective internet presence is that it will decrease the number of walk-ins and phone calls, allowing employees in the clerk's office more time to focus on other important tasks. Under my administration, the clerk's office would be available in person, on the phone, and online in a user-friendly format. This amounts to convenience for all residents regardless of age, social class, or individual circumstance. Utilizing technology in government not only saves taxpayer dollars, but is absolutely necessary in today's world. My first goal will be to usher the city clerk's office properly, effectively, and most of all, frugally into the 21st century. As a small business owner for 9 years, I have developed the knowledge necessary to determine and implement the changes needed to bring the city clerk's office to that modern efficiency level. It is also important that the city clerk, as liaison between the government and the people, is effective in communicating with the citizenry. My experience working and living with people from over 50 different cultures and religions gives me an advantage in this respect. I believe it's time to elect a new city clerk to better serve the people of Fort Wayne. Anyone who knows me knows that when I decide to do something, I focus on the task at hand and give it my all. I promise you that I will bring that same attitude and that enthusiasm to my campaign for city clerk and to the clerk's office if I'm elected. And I hope that you will help me bring this good change to Fort Wayne by electing me city clerk this coming year. Thank you.